It's kind of heavy, Oriel complained, going down the narrow stairs to the cellar. Books, great. Martha answered with a smile, calling him crybaby. Sure. Oriol smiled back. In front of the cellar, he made good use of the situation to rest a bit. Martha was searching the door key among a bunch of big keys changed in an even bigger ring. The hanks squeaked of rust when the door opened. Inside, cold and dark. Martha looked for the switch, touching the wall like she didn't remember where it was. The bulb didn't give off much light, just needed to decipher the bottles piled up in triangular islands in a room that went on under the big mansion. Come here, Martha invited. Oriol followed her, looking around. He didn't know about wines, but the colors of that labels looked familiar to him. It's very clean in here, isn't it? Oriol asked, gazing at Martha with double life. Yes, it's true. Martha answered with sarcasm. The echo returned Martha's last steps and the metallic sound of the keys falling on the ground. Oops, what a lame, Martha said. Can I help you? Oriol got closer. No, I got them, she said, picking the keys from the ground. I always forget where the stone is. Martha was talking about the brick they had to push so the double wall that limited the access to the shelter moved. When do you come here? Oriol asked, this time requesting a real answer. From time to time, Martha answered. From time to time, very often. Here there should be a layer of dust 2 fingers thick, cobwebs and mist, Oriol described, interrogating. We drink wine of this every Saturday. You don't think it came from the discount store, do you? And I don't think you find it new, my obsession with cleanliness. It's stupid thinking. Wine is better the grimy the bottle is. New many things. Martha said, letting the snowberry she had been installed in come out. Oriol didn't continue with the interrogation. The explanation matched the Martha he knew, and at the end, that was her home, so she could run it the best way she considered. He hadn't paid attention to the details. She was right. He ate and drank what she served him in the romantic dinners they agreed to celebrate every Saturday to prevent the living together thing killed the passion. He neither had taken into consideration the big effort to keep such a big house that impeccable meant, or he had never seen her cleaning up, or cooking, or anything but reading, playing the piano, or painting idyllic landscape. You can leave the box over there. She pointed at the base of a pile of boxes perfectly lined up. Martha, how do you manage to keep all this well? Oriol asked again, wanting to know. With my father's money, you just know it, Martha answered. Martha, I'm beginning to think that there is much about you I just don't know. And what I find stranger is that I thought I knew you since you had born. There is something going on in this house. Oriol was starting to get annoyed. In this house, there is nothing more going on than always. Martha spoke, moving the box a few millimeters out of where Oriol had placed it, trying to match the lines the others drew. And what always had been going on? Oriol questioned. The only domestic help I knew in this house were the women the government hired to babysit you until you were 18. Because they are the only ones we had, that I remember at least. Sure, there were lots of people time ago. There is a lot of rooms for them, Matt explained. Come on, Let's do another round. Oriol obeyed the order, feeling the obligation of playing along with her, even he felt not knowing the person that, as he had said, knew from the cradle. He didn't understand that the jumpy Martha he defended against the yellow government conspiracies and from her parents' abandonment were now a woman with impenetrable mysterious. I don't like working with people around. Martha dropped after a long silence, placing the paintings above the pile of boxes so nobody could see them from the ground, and disturbed the perfect crossword. That's why I do things when you are not at home. When you moved in, I thought we could share the work, but you never volunteered, and I didn't have the courage to ask for it. And you shouldn't think I'm not taking offense at you thinking all the work is done on its own. I supposed that even you considered it my duty, you would appreciate it. I can see you don't. She was speaking tirelessly. It doesn't speak much in your favor that when you realized you thought I had servants to do it for me. Her voice was getting angry. And if I tell you the truth, right now, I feel like smashing your face in. Martha sentenced, staring at him, charging him one by one all the previous minutes' distrust. Oriol wasn't happy. She was right, he had never appreciated living for board, and he even felt self-satisfaction if he prepared a cup of exotic teas when he saw her depressed. That was what he had learned, and he carefully didn't ask because it was the most comfortable. But he knew she was right, even he still wasn't happy. Of course, I appreciate all of this. And of course, I knew you did it. Who else? Magic. But today I realized the big effort this requires. And I don't know. I always saw you as a delicate flower. Oriol made things worse. Not that delicate when... I better shut up. Martha held back her annoyance. Oriol was trying to think fast to redirect an impossible situation that got out of hand without realizing.